Welcome to Business News Tonight. Uganda is headed for modern towns if the World Bank funded project to modernize municipalities across the country is anything to go by. The Uganda support to municipal infrastructure development, a 5-year project, could see 14 municipalities become advanced. Martin Ola, the World Bank task team leader, however, decries stalled works in some municipalities of eastern Uganda especially.
Four years ago, the site of Republic Street in Mbale municipality was not as striking as it is today. The same applies to Nabuyonga Rise, Mugisu Hill and Palisa roads, whose construction works are equally on course. Thanks to the Uganda support to municipal infrastructure development, a World Bank funded project. Its vision is to see 14 municipalities across the country become modern by June 2018, of which Mbale is just one.
Before Usmid, Mbale was not the way it is right now. Usmid has really changed the face of Mbale. The
project could have become more contagious, not to spare Tororo and Soroti, as the area's mayors attribute the project's progress to teamwork.
The streets or the roads in the municipality were looking very, very funny. Then in terms of even capacity building, what our staff can now do or what they are doing cannot be matched with other municipalities that don't have Usmid.
The project has helped us actually to have a detailed structural plan for Eastern Division, one of the divisions in the municipality.
The initial project plan was to cater for all categories of people that live in urban areas, making provision for walkways inevitable.
Now, for people who might have moved around and you look at the original road designs which were done in the 60s, they were designed with the minds of motorists only. Now, under Usmid, we found that about 65 to 75% of people who come to our urban areas, they come on foot, they walk. So all the road designs under Usmid have integrated pedestrian walkways.
Despite the fact that work in Tororo municipality was discovered progressive, Mbale and Soroti raised more questions than answers.
The fear of paying the contractor directly was he may be in many debts because of the cash flow he had. And we agreed that the payment must go directly to the subcontractors.
We don't have a contract running. It is true, it is not there, but we were only finding a way of ensuring that this work is completed.
This was during World Bank's implementation support mission to the areas where a lot was unearthed.
You cannot begin a road and put it up and the shops are down. And that was one thing that stalled the whole issue because they had to redesign.
Although Dr. Isaac Mutenyo of Usmid acknowledges changes in design and problems in cash flow, he says it is not reason enough for delayed implementation.
What happened, unfortunately, was that there are some issues on the design which were rectified. There are some issues of cash flow problems with the contractor, which also were handled but not very well.
All this pointing to the fact that there were weaknesses in contract management.
When you look at issues to do with the design review, it took 6 months. When the contractor is just seated there doing nothing, they are reviewing the design. So most of these issues were not for our own making. Those are issues which would have been handled by the client.
In Soroti municipality, work delayed, with the town clerk Emmanuel Banya admitting that some factors were beyond the contractor.
This project has brought a lot of capacity to the municipality. Capacity has been built. Mistakes have been committed, but I can assure you that in the subsequent program implementation, these people, we are not going to be the same.
Ironically, the same contractor manages works in Tororo, where the project has registered progress, currently standing at 90%. Tororo was allocated 22.8 billion shillings, out of which it has received 5.4, raising a question of whether the contractor is really doing his best.
Basically, what we do as a municipality, we try to move together.
These roads were not where they are now, but the engineer sat down and said, you know what, let us not go into these issues, let us work according to what is there and enlarge exactly how the roads should be.
Upon this backdrop, Martin Ola, the World Bank Task Team leader, advises technocrats to work within the stipulated timeline of the project to avoid consequences.
Anything which is not completed by end of June will be paid by the municipal council resources. Any remaining funds by end of June will be returned to Ministry of Finance, the borrower.
The Uganda support to municipal infrastructure development is a 5-year World Bank funded project whose objective is to improve infrastructure in 14 municipalities of Uganda. Out of the $150 million earmarked, about 81% has been dispersed to various municipal councils, including Mbale, Tororo and Soroti, among others. Henry Okrut, UBC.